Shalom. First, I want to start by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Shema Habushai, by Shema Kakadash, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Habushai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Habushai. Yahweh be the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God. Habushai be the name of His beloved Son, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ. That's their true names. And the last one, Kadash, thanks to Hebrew. The only name you call upon for salvation if you're an Israelite. Israelites being so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans today, as well as the Israelite foreigners that have taken on the appearance of the heathen. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the Lord's elect. Alright, I'm back with another lesson in the Spirit of God, Yahweh by Shema Shai, and I'm going to title this one Thinking and Driving. Alright, thinking and driving, or think and drive. Playing off of drinking and driving, or drink and drive, So thinking and driving, I'm just inspired by this lesson that I listened to earlier by the elder that I talked about out there in, I believe, South Carolina. He did a lesson dealing with with some brothers in the camp being reported that they're Hebrew Israelites. You had some Jakes hating on brothers, these particular brothers, trying to get them fired from their job. Okay, and it brought to mind a few things that I've experienced in the past, along those same lines. Not necessarily people trying to get me fired, but more so that people are going to see you on the highways and byways, man, whether it's in person or whether it's on the web, So yeah, it brought to mind a few things, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other things that I'm forgetting right now. But one of them being, I used to live not too far from downtown LA. Well, we was teaching in downtown LA at the time. This has to be around 2015, 16 maybe. And I lived in this studio. It was like a four tenant studio. I mean, apartment complex, 4 of us. And one of these tenants being a Jake, like let's say a 50-year-old Jake, he minded his business. I minded my business. I got my woman, my children. So I never really talked to him too deeply. It's always a high and by thing. Nothing too deep. But I was there for like about 4 years. But about a couple of years in, he pulled me to the side and said, "Hey man, I seen you." He's like, "Yeah, I seen you on the web." Then he began to explain to me what he's seen. Obviously he's seen me teaching. But it's proof too that this word is getting out, man. Everyone is aware of the Hebrew Israelites, man. Yahweh said that Matthew 24, I believe 13 or 14, that this gospel should be preached throughout the whole 4 corners of the earth, and then shall the end come. Okay, so this is 2015, maybe the top of 2016. So he pulled me to the side and he said, he seen me, and then we began to speak about certain surface level topics, So that's one example, which I thought was, was crucial at the time. And then another time, I was living in the same place, and I was working not too far from where I live, probably 7-minute drive, 5-minute drive from where I live. And we was at camp on Saturday, and then I believe the next day, the next day, I was working, in the Moab area, and I was working retail at the time, and I had this Moabite woman come up to me. She had to be maybe her late 20s, mid 20s. I'm in my mid 20s at the time, and she was like, "I seen you downtown, right? Downtown." And obviously I'm playing stupid. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. Like, you seen me where? Downtown, yeah, downtown. So she must have recognized me from, where I was working at the time. Either she seen me at my job first, or she seen me on the highways first, which I like to think that she recognized me from when she see me on the streets. She recognized me from my job, and then knowing that she would see me again, that she brought it up. So I found that trippy, and this is around the same time, 2015. Yeah, that had to be like 2014, 15 right there. So you are gonna get seen, being on the highways and byways, man. But it's not about what other people think, okay? It's not about what they think. It's about what Yahweh Shema Shai thinks of us, okay? And like I said, I'm just thinking and driving. Another example, I was working with a brother. This is some years back. This is probably like 2017. I'm working with a brother, and we're at this major plant, and one day I pull up to the job, and this brother's in the parking lot, real sober, with a sober look on him, and I could tell something's up. So he told me that they put him to the into the office. HR put him into the office, and I guess somebody there, some Issachar right there, had enlightened the job, of one of our videos. Once again, we're teaching in downtown, but this brother particularly spoke in Spanish. But yeah, so he told me that they had pulled him into the room, or they're about to pull him into the room, something like that, at this time. And they was talking to him, showing him the video they seen and all of that. And then, of course, they pulled me to the side and asked me about it. And, because of course I'm there too on the videos. I don't remember too much of it, man. Every detail, but the point being that these things happen. Like once again, the elder brother in South Carolina was explaining. These things happen, man. Okay, but that's these things, the type of things we gotta take on the chin, as if it's affecting you. That's if someone sees you and it's something happened to you and it's hindering you or something like that. Like that with that instance at that certain plant. They didn't tell me this, but I think that I didn't get promoted for that reason, because I was a hard worker and everything, punctual. I'm there, so they didn't really have no reason not to promote me. But whatever, it's all good. The Lord has something else for me, But so those are already three things that came to my mind. And then I remember some years back, it's like maybe like what, 2012, so 11 years ago, me and another brother from this camp, in LA camp, we were in another city, living in the time. So we began to teach out there, and looking for several spots. We ended up in some whack spot. It's not the chief place of concourse, so that kind of bothered me and the brother. So over time, being introduced to the town we was living in, conversations will come up about us moving spots. So one of the guys that we were with at the time, it came out that he didn't want his boss to see him. Like I said, I don't have the best memory, but I don't remember every detail. But he said he didn't want his boss to see him while teaching, man. All right, and that's the wrong mentality to have while hitting the highways and byways, man. Because if you're afraid of what others gonna think of you or who gonna see you, oh man, tell me this ain't the spirit. Tell me this ain't the spirit. This is where we was at. Me and the brother Dawada. We're in the city of Fresno, man. That's the spirit. Wow. So yeah, that's the wrong mentality to have. You know, oh, my boss gonna see me, or you know, you worried about who gonna see you while you out there in the highways and byways. What about what the Lord thinks? You know, we're in the fear of the Lord out there. We're not, you know, worried about necessarily who gonna see us, man. You know, and what you do outside your job is what you do outside your job. You know, you have the right to do that. The Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear. You know, you worried about your friends seeing you, or your family members, or your ex-woman, or whatever the hell. Nah, man, we out there in the fear of the Lord, teaching the word, okay, and that's that. You know, in hopes of salvation, man. We don't give a goddamn who sees us, okay? So, yeah, you know, a few words in the spirit concerning, you know, that lesson that brother put up, about them brothers being reported of being Hebrew Israelites. Okay, you know, these are things that it made me think. You know, like, wow, yeah. So people are going to see you out there, man. Okay, but we're not ashamed of the gospel of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. So thinking and driving, I might add more to that title, but Lord's will is edifying, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh by Shema Shah, by Shema Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom.